And now, it is screams all the way from Sweden, and you're looking and listening to music full stop.
Break the spell. That's right. Jesus Christ, and so they are. Who they are. That's right. The way to gain your trust is so bizarre. So bizarre.
Hi, this is Nadine with MusicFiends.com. We're hanging out with Mercury from the band Priest. Priest is playing a show tonight here at Trees in Deep Ellum. About a year ago, you guys played a show at the Sundown at the Granada, and you sat and talked with Music Fiends. This year, you're touring with Powerman 5000, El Nino, Head PE. So those bands are heavier. They're more in the vein of metal than Priest is. Yeah. How have the audiences responded so far to Priest?
Very good. It's a peculiar blend for some, because we don't use guitars. First, we come out pretty hard as well. So it's 2025, people starting to, stand the boundaries a little bit in what they like or on what they choose to listen to. And I think it's the perfect package, especially with Powerman that also have some electrifying influences that we go well in line with. Of course, we listen to Head TV and Swedish, especially that in a bit. So who knows, maybe I will join one of the heavier bands on stage.
Ooh.
We don't know that.
That'd be exciting. I think a lot of people would like to see that. I've never actually gotten to see you guys live, so I'll see you live tonight for the first time. So there's a lot of good buzz about a Priest live show. You know, I've heard the words incredible commonly used, amazing, phenomenal. What is it about a Priest show that you think people respond so well to?
I just think we have a good dynamic, we respond, a good energy that we use on stage. Hopefully in the future, when we headline more, we can also expand the show so we can even further bring you into this cyber trying world that actually listen to. We want to avoid it, that we like to stepping into this horror sci-fi movie when it comes to a pre-show, and for the amount of time we deliver the show, you feel like you are someplace else. That's what we're trying to do.
A month ago, you put out an EP entitled Chaos. I think it's high octane. I think it's Priest's best material to date. I really like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it absolutely is cohesive with Priest's prior records, but it's different. Yeah. In what direction did you want to take this album, and what was the thought process behind it?
Thought process was more like to release something before this tour. This tour was also a last-minute decision that we got from our procurator. There was a slot open for this tour, and we snagged it. Just resulting in a later tour this year to cancel. And we were about to have the TCL before that, for the proof after in September. Now we were about to go much earlier on this tour. That meant also we have to speed up the process of the QT, which could have been a little longer also, like, family just choose 4 songs that they were working on it. took it into a little other direction, more doubtful, maybe more 90s. This sound, especially on one song. And that is the direction we're probably gonna explore further on the next full-length album that will be out in 2020. So you can hear some direction on this EP that will continue. This EP is also the last release we're gonna do with mass from everything. So it's gonna be like a conclusion of their era, per se. And before we reboot. And for coming back next year, we're gonna have new masks.
And I was going to ask you about that because I saw the word reboot stated, and it said in a couple places, but it was unclear what that meant. So you really are rebooting. Are you willing to tell us anything else about what that reboot might look like, feel like, sound like?
Bigger, better, more detailed, more texture, better song, better songwriting. Try to produce more myself. Simon Soderberg, a producer in Sweden, that we worked with him basically every release so far. So we're gonna be involved also, but I'm gonna also fire my own wings as a producer a little bit more on the next release.
A number of months back, you guys also announced a documentary entitled Decoded as being in the works, but then, and it sounds like that was going to be predicted to be kind of a deep dive behind the scenes into various aspects of the band, but it was put on hold.
She goes on hold.
Is that still in the works eventually? Is there any new news you can give us on that front?
Our aim is to release it, and we have a lot of material that including ourselves. There's the director involved in it, which have filmed from other material that we're probably gonna use also. Also, we are DIY. We have our own record label, everything. So we have to make sure we have time for everything to happen and to raise funds. We will raise the child, and when the right time comes, Decoded will be out. Creed will do the soundtrack for the movie.
You guys are clearly a thoughtful band. You're a band with standards. You're a band that puts quality over quantity or quickness. And I think your fan base absolutely knows that about you and appreciates that. And it really seems like they appreciate that you're good stewards of their money and you're good stewards of their time.
Everything goes directly into new instrument, new software, all the kind of stuff that they in order to use and make music. All that quality that you think our fan for deserves.
Yeah.
That's just what we do, and that's what we believe that I continue to do.
Yes. I think I can speak for this fan base and say that they can trust in you to know that when the time is right, you'll put it out. And as much as they don't want to have to wait longer than they have to, they know it's going to be worth it, and they know it's going to be quality. So that's what matters in the end.
Of course, and also worth mentioning is just everyone who spends money on funding for the coldest movie was refunded.
Yes.
Everybody got their money back.
Yes.
So we're waiting.
Yes.
Yes. Time is right. We probably gonna push another fundraiser out. Keep an eye out for that. But we were doing it in a town that feels more right. That it was a bit stressed, and now we have to reconsider what we did right and what we did wrong, and just wait for the right time.
As you just said, it sounds like the band is self-funded, has its own record label, covers its own distribution, takes care of its own PR, makes its own videos, which are fantastic, by the way. Everybody should check them out. Yes. And there will be a link inserted, don't you worry. Videos like yours are the reasons why I sat as a teenager in front of MTV for hours a day. So check them out.
Sure.
But I digress. But the part of the reason the band can be so independent is because it is fan funded. And I saw that you guys have a Patreon hub.
Yeah.
And it's got various funding tiers, some one-off crowdfunding campaigns, and then that there are also some really cool perks associated with those funding tiers.
Yeah.
If you could kind of walk us through some of the basics on the funding and some of the cooler perks.
Well, some of the cooler perks which I'm working on right now is that on one of the higher parts, you can get your own free mode jingle. scripting the one very late. We also, of course, have a tree listening book, and I can also right-hand read the lyric for your favorite truth song. Also, on your birthday, you can get a personal birthday. And there's some stuff that you can't forget anymore.
Correct.
Some reading, so on the general, you can't find it anywhere else. And if surfing, Patreon, Priest official, I think that's fit.
That's it. Yeah.
Alright. Check out for yourself. If you also have this free option that you can join for free, just check it out, get the latest news, all that stuff like that. I look at the guests that you should cruisenexus.com, our website, cruisenexus.com. Just get cool and you can find the stuff there. Like, check it out.
It's a great website, and it fits right in with the lore and the imagery of the band. It's fun. It reminds me of kind of that kind of 80s software video game vibe. So I've noticed a real fan community seems to be building around Priest. And you, not terribly long ago, you guys created a Discord server. And it sounds like that's a place where fans can come to meet each other, interact with one another in different ways. I think there are people, there are fans and others who don't know anything about it, but would love to be a part of it. So tell us about it.
Everybody who starts into the Discord, they notice that they're welcome. They can speak wherever they are, and they're not going to be for liking us or other bands. Firstly, they won't get hammered down as soon as they mention another band name or whatever.
Right.
It's all about openness and good time.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what we want to focus on.
Yes. Well, and I will say in reading comments about it, I did see one person just very happily writing how thankful they were for the Discord and the community because it made them friends, and they found people who were into bands that no one else or in their circle knew.
I think it's a fantastic thing, and I think also that some of those people is also the friends that we have today. So maybe we can create better communities without too much hate and other stuff like that.
Absolutely.
That's our goal. So thank you. Join our Discord. Check it out. See what you think.
Well, and I'm going to call my shot. I think one day 2 people are going to meet on there. They're going to get married. They're going to want Mercury to officiate, and they're going to want Salt and Sulfur to be groomsmen. I'm just telling you right now, I see it.
We get no further to go.
There we go. There we go. Before I let you go, I've got 3 non sequitur questions. 1, this is Texas. Have you been to Buc-ee's?
Of course.
Oh, that's a yes. Was it everything you thought it would be?
Well, this is my style,
Okay.
Hawaii shirt, and I try to commit to the long thing here. So I have 2023, 2024, and now 2025.
I love it. I love it, and I can promise you Texas loves it. So number 2, name a show, not one you've played on the bill of, but one you attended as a fan that's just really stuck with you over time.
Well, it's a day in my life. I was 14 years old. It was a festival in Sweden, the Fiends festival. And on the same day, my dad would play, so I got a backpack.
Okay.
I was traveling to the festival, and I saw Wu-Tang Clan, all member, starting out. After that, I saw the latest of the Sea, 97. After that, I went to a unknown band at the time. At least for me, I heard one field called Oval, so I was actually going to Rammstein, or we were watching last on the same day.
Okay.
But I had to leave Rammstein in order to go for the Prodigy, which the number 1 show I've seen all my life. So now, going into that territory, on the last Tuesday, to the further on the next album, I'm probably doing that to make my 14-year-old something. Just that was my number 1. So everything of the Prodigy 97 at Woodley Festival. And I got 6 rooms, 10 of the dreams where grew up. I was there pretty much in heaven.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Both were crashed Just what I see the guy like a stone predator
But you didn't care. Yeah.
fly around. But yeah, that's definitely stuck with me over time. And I'm probably still thinking of maybe trying to get stuff that is similar. If we can create something like that,
I was just thinking that.
some point, I'll die have it all.
Yes, yes. So final question. I know you guys have been on tour for a bit now. You're probably listening to a lot of music. What do you guys have on heavy rotation right now?
Sometimes we just listen to old hit first, or eurythmics or fallen out. When I'm sitting and reading, I mostly listen to Indian, or like Sealer, Lockville, or Ryanino, Internal, or like some other more mellow and Alvanoto, most instrumental there. It's to hear it, I can concentrate.
Yeah. Me too.
For classical here.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I really appreciate it. Your time's valuable. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Priest still has a bunch of American tour dates ahead of them. After that, they head to the Brutal Assault Festival in the Czech Republic. So definitely check them out. This is Nadine with MusicFiends.com. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. See you next time.
It's fiction or reality. It's a lonely ride, yeah, it's a lonely ride to the other side. Places rise high, aren't you tired of hiding from the sun? Let us be free on the run. The freedom of the hooks that's left in me. It's a fictional reality. It's a lonely ride, yeah, it's a lonely ride to the other side. The place they drive high. What is it? That's right. Control. Release the shame.